welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It is arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Tonight, settle in. We've got a good one coming your way. It's the AFC champion Denver Broncos and the champions of the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks. Around the globe, wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday. Great to share it with you one more time, Greg. What a 2025 season, all the twists, all the turns, and it all culminates tonight here in Santa Clara.
And I think this is a matchup, Mike, that just even a couple weeks ago, but you look at the rosters, both sides of the ball, very well balanced, very well coached. So I think the biggest thing each team told us all week was, let's just handle the emotions of the pregame. Let's handle all of the lead up, because once that ball's kicked off, let's just rely on what's gotten us here. And I think we're in for a treat.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and off we go on EA Sports. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Walker. And he'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a first down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Seahawks, first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
2nd and 6.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short. and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. 2nd season now for Bo Nix.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
And the Broncos
Can't ask for
first
much
down.
more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22.
And the Broncos first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On first down, they'll stick with Harvey. And he's into the end zone. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. The first touchdown of Super Bowl 60. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. The kick is good. Broncos are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0.
Solo 3 puntos, muchachos. No, we need these 3 points.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get going with their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's caught. It's A.J. Barner, the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
First catch there for Kupp, and he's got a 1st down.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
In motion is Barner. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. John Franklin Myers in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. Jonathan Cooper getting in for the sack, and that's going to lead to 3rd and very long.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, brings it in left side. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Broncos offense ready for their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Nick's gonna keep it on the zone read. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Now, fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Darnold. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
2nd and 10. Darnold. Shaheed with the catch. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. To throw is Darnold. That one on target to Cup. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Here's a jet sweep with Cup. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
It's a loss of a yard.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Singleton on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Darnold to throw. He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now Darnold. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll give himself up after picking up the first down. They convert with a gain of 15.
Another Seahawks first down.
4th and short. Initially, you could tell he's just trying to get this ball out of his hand quickly, just enough to move the chains. Defense did a good job taking his reads away, so he turns into a runner, puts his head down, picks up the first down, and keeps this drive alive.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's get this point.
Here's Darnold. That's hauled in at the 2. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal. After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, it's the Broncos with the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Seahawks football beginning this 2nd quarter. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Now he's just going to flip this forward. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Yeah! A good return as he takes it across the 30. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. No chance at all. He'll go down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it's going to be 3rd down.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. To return, it's Shaheed. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. Both Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On play action, here's Darnold. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Jackson Smith-Njigba, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Bring it home, baby!
Darnold now to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. He needed 13 and got 14 for the first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Darnold to throw again. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Throwing, Darnold. His pass taken in by Shaheed. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Third down and 9. Back to throw. Taken in right side by Barner. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he will carry his offense to the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line, a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Second and a yard. Here's a designed run. And he will score! Sam Darnold, touchdown Seattle. Well, they were not hiding anything there. The quarterback takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for the touchdown.
And this was a run from the jump, Mike. There was no disguising anything. There was 10 guys blocking and 1 guy running, and in this case, it's the quarterback taking it in for 6.
Now the point after drop from Myers. He's got it, and the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14, Broncos 7.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Broncos offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Open man downfield. It's Franklin. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
First down, Broncos.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
Toss, right side, that's Harvey. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
He'll look underneath for Harvey. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He finds Mims. It's complete. And he'll take this one in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Broncos will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Darnold to throw on first down. Connects with Kupp on the slant. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's good for 27 and a first down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Seattle.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now, this looks like a design run. He'll get 10 there on the keeper. That's going to be good for a first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Seahawks first down.
It's pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area, and now he has them set up 1st and goal.
Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete, and he will get into the end zone. Zach Charbonnet, touchdown Seahawks. Myers now to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Seahawks have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. This is caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. No gain to show for it.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
On the give, it's Harvey. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Broncos.
A gain of 12.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a pickup of 6.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That's caught right side. It's Franklin.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The Seahawks 25-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. They'll throw. It's Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Denver.
Here's Nix to throw. That's swung out to Harvey. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for him. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the Broncos going to be set up with 1st and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one, likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. Could we have a finish to remember here in Santa Clara? Second half underway in Super Bowl 60. On the return, here's Mims. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. On the zone read, this is Nix.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Back to throw is Nix. He connects with Mims. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Broncos.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Nix. This one not quite on target. Got him too much, and that one falls incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He'll stem up and run this. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a gain of 10. And the Broncos first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for. We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Nix. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll step up and run.
Nix on the scramble.
The defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on third down, but they initially allowed him to escape the pocket and make a break for it, but give him credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped him short of the first down.
On fourth down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal.
A 47-yard attempt.
His kick is perfect. And the Broncos will cut the lead down to 4.
Broncos.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Shaheed with the catch. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They'll go play action with Darnold. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can. And when you connect, it is a thing of beauty. And in this case, it results in a touchdown.
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Now the point after try from Myers. It's up and through. And the Seahawks will extend this third quarter lead.
Broncos 17.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This returnable from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos, R.J. Harvey, heading back to the field. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Seahawks offense and Jackson Smith and Jigba ready to get back to work. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Malcolm Roach in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
Let's get 3 points on the board.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
I like that call on 3rd down, keeping the ball on the ground. You see so often these defenses, Mike, on 3rd down, they bring out more defensive backs. They bring out some smaller bodies. They're anticipating 3rd down pass. There's a lot of opportunities to take advantage of it with 3rd down run.
On the ground, it's Walker. And he'll be forced out of bounds, just a couple of yards short of a 1st down. That's a pickup of 8.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
And the Seahawks,
Simple play to call,
first down.
but complex to execute.
First
A
and
toss
10
play
at the
is beautiful,
34-yard
Mike, when a
line.
team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Back at the 37-yard
I think this
line.
play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
To throw is Darnold. Brings it in left side. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Leads to third
It may
down
not have
and
moved the
1.
chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll go with the sneak. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
Another Seahawks.
I don't want to take
first
anything
down.
away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Moving to his left. There he goes again. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
That's another Seahawks first down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
And goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And no signal as of yet. And none forthcoming. He is stopped short. And now it's 3rd and goal.
The thing that stands out to me about this defense, Mike, is they just make you earn everything. They don't concede any downs. You see it here on this last play. Great job here. No gain.
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Sam Darnold. Touchdown, Seahawks. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Myers now to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the Seahawks tack on one more to their lead.
Seahawks 35, Broncos 17.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Demarcus Lawrence there on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. He'll drop to throw. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the fourth from Santa Clara after this. Here's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Darnold. For the middle, it's Cup. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Not much there, maybe a yard.
Alex Singleton on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's complete. It's Jackson Smith and Jigba. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 10 yards.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Shaheed in motion. On play action, here's Darnold. Smith and Jigba left side, he's got it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Try and run it with Walker. Fighting for the marker, he loses the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Broncos offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. Work in the middle, that's Harvey. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
You know, so far throughout the game, we've seen him make a lot of plays in the run game, but now he shows that he can hold his own in coverage as well. Really nice job there by the linebacker, making an impact in the passing game.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
Complete to R.J. Harvey. A gain of 13 yards. And a Broncos first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
2nd down. Nix. They'll try to set up the screen here. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
I understand it's third down and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on third down and you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that first down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle. Ball falls incomplete. And now brings up fourth down.
Intended for Troy Franklin. Incomplete. Result of the
Out
play
comes the
is
Seattle
a
offense as they get ready for their next possession. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Here's Darnold. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And this is exactly how they coach it. Once he realized he wasn't going to get home, he does the next best thing. Get that big old hand up and knock the ball away.
2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim, so there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
On 4th down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense ready to take over once again. Things not looking good. But see if we get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Straight ahead goes Harvey. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 12 yards on the game, and that's good for a quick 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He connects with Mims. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
That's caught on the right side by Sutton.
Complete to Cortland Sutton. out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. A run with Harvey. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll throw. It's Nix. They'll look to set up the screen here. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
A gain of a yard.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on 3rd down. Brings up 4th, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. Well, Seahawks offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Down at the 43-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Got it with Smith in Jigba. Just under 2 minutes to play on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A give to Charbonnet. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
That penalty is declined.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Broncos offense getting set to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
2nd down, they need 3. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing is Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing. Nix looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Here we go. One final play. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. And that's going to do it in their 50th anniversary season. What a celebration. The Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl champs for the 2nd time. Well, a fitting ending to a great NFL season, all culminating here in the Super Bowl. And Greg, I think we can say the best team won the title.
And you think back to the season they had, Mike, where they earned everything on the field. There was ups and downs. There was adversity. And they were such a resilient group all season long. They were battle-tested coming into the playoffs. They put it all together tonight, and they can call themselves Super Bowl champions.
So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team, and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night from Santa Clara, California.